everyone. As you can see, another unfortunately dreary day. Pat and dog hanging out today. Smelling something. A little bit of a change of plans. Another barbecue. This time chicken, and I feel like a little bit of onion and capsicum. Got a little bit lazy, couldn't be bothered chopping it. Yeah, so unfortunately, weather's not so great. Day off today. Sadly, had to take my car in for a big service, oil filters, brake pads, all that sort of jazz. So unfortunately, couldn't drive out to the music swap shop, but definitely next week. That's cool. As you probably saw from last week's video, myself, Chris, my housemate, and Jess, we've got little helicopters now, which are a lot of fun. And unfortunately, in our battle royale slash trying to get on top of the fan, Jess broke hers, but that was alright. We took back and they replaced it, which was cool. So we only had it for like a day. Mine keeps breaking a little cog, but I know how to fix it, so that's okay. Battery's almost dead, but let's see if I can give it a quick fly. But yeah, today is just editing the last super video. It's all about soloing, so that's really cool. So I've almost done 2 parts out of 12. It's like midday, so still heaps to go, so I definitely won't get it done today, unfortunately, but I'll get it done at some point. I think next day off is like day off, Friday afternoon, so I'll get it done then. Otherwise I'll see if I can put the camera down and try and fly. Let's see how that goes. Sadly, I think it's out of battery, but we'll give it a go anyway. To infinity and beyond. Oh yeah, they're good. But other than editing, just hanging out with this one, and heading out to dinner to one of my favourite restaurants near the beach called Big Mouth. So that's going to be fun, hanging out with friend Cassie and Jess, heading out there tonight. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Did you guys have anything going on Monday? Tuesday. Dashboard cam. Alright, hey everyone, good morning. So it's 8 AM, very happy, trying to get back into my old routine before I was sick. Foolishly, as you can see, forgot to bring the little brace that mounts the suction cup to the GoPro. So sadly, we are on Pat's dashboard cam. So every time I turn, you're just gonna go left or right or whatever. But that's okay. So yeah, last night ended up being lots of fun. Went out to dinner with a couple of people, which is really cool. It was so funny. I normally, just like my videos, like to sort of plan everything, and so I really wanted to go out for burgers to one of my favourite burger places. Went there last week, Beer and Burger Lounge, or the week before, can't remember. So good. Anyway, wanted to go there, and then, you know, check the website. Yep, it's open. Get there, closed. So we were, you know, on the train for like 40 minutes to get in there. Closed. So then, then plan B. We thought, all right, we'll go to one of my favourite American styled barbecue places. Ribs, you know, like smoked pork and mac and cheese, all that cool stuff. Again, open. That was just a 10-minute walk, so we walked there. Closed again. Okay, so then we thought, all right, let's head out. I really wanted to try this Philadelphia cheesesteak place, which again was about another 10 minutes walk in the same sort of area, all in the same sort of suburb. And we thought, rather than just walking there, let's double check the website. And that place closed down. So 2 of the places were closed for no particular reason that night. They're normally open Monday nights. And the last place didn't actually exist anymore, which really sucks, because I've wanted to head there for ages. You probably heard the ambulance coming up. Hope everyone's okay. Definitely want to talk about the cost of living, and just the cost of buying property in Australia. It's crazy. Like, our average wage is 56k a year, but the average like 3-bedroom house in just a normal suburb town is like $1 million. It's ridiculous. Doesn't quite work out, does it? But that is a longer chat for another time. So after dinner, really felt like heading out and go to the movies. Sadly, there's nothing on because I've seen everything. So don't normally do this, but head out to the movies, picked up some popcorn, and then head home and watched Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. I don't know why. it didn't do well in the box office at all. Like, they lost a whole lot of money, like millions and millions. So they changed the name for DVD. So it's either Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat. But it's a really cool sci-fi film. Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt. Yeah, really looks great as well. Looks absolutely stunning, like visually. Yeah, so that was really cool. Today, so happy, finally back into the gym. So that's really good. It's taken... I took a week off because I was sick. Then I took another week off because I was still like, I don't want to train too hard and get sick again. But now I'm back. So that's great, and heading out to teach. And otherwise, more editing this afternoon. And I wanted to get all the videos done yesterday, but my old program is so slow, Final Cut Pro. It's ridiculously slow. To the point now where, that's why I'm upgrading, to the point now where I'll render something, write in some text, and then it's like a 10-minute wait for just a minute of text. So, you know, it's great, like I'll just sit there practicing all day, but it's a waste of time in that regard. Like, I can't do anything else. I just want to quickly edit the videos. So sadly, I've got Friday afternoon off and tonight off. I'll probably have to spend all that time just editing these videos. It's, you know, with the new programs, with the Adobe programs, it's instant. But that's okay, we're getting there. This is the last video that I'll ever make with Final Cut Pro, so very excited to move on from that. Otherwise, hope you guys had a good Monday and Tuesday. See you soon. Hey everyone. So just finished another full day of teaching. This one, again, just trying to get so many makeup lessons in for sort of sports days, and camps and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was a crazy day. I only had 20 minutes off, sort of 9 to 5, and it was spent going from one school to the next. But it's only a week left of teaching, so yeah, it's really exciting. All the kids are really looking forward to finishing, of course, and Christmas and everything. Just finished editing another couple parts of the giant solo video. Rather than doing it in one sort of gigantic slog, I've sort of divided it up into 12 shorter videos. So just finished another 2 then, which is great. Did 6 yesterday, so there's not many more to go, which is really good. So I'll definitely be finished Friday. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So tonight, having a nice night off, waiting for my housemate Chris and Jess to come home, and then I think maybe we'll go pick up some dinner and watch maybe some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a hilarious sitcom. I really like it. It's with Andy Samberg from Lonely Island. He had that song. I'm on a boat. I'm a boss. Threw it on the ground. All those funny songs. What was the other one? He had that other song with Michael Bolton. Can't remember that Michael Bolton song. You guys will have to remind me. But yeah, I think he's really funny. So we watched that sitcom Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then we might watch Parks and Rec, bit of South Park. So that'll be fun, and maybe like a movie. Sort of deciding between Boyhood, which is absolutely fantastic. When I was in Los Angeles, I was really lucky to be able to go to like the premiere of Boyhood, and Ethan Hawke was there and Patricia Arquette. So it was really cool to sort of see them and talk to them, and get to check out like a question and answer session with them. That was really cool. Boyhood is this movie. It's filmed over I think 10-12 years, and it literally, you watch these kids grow up and turn into adults, and it's just amazing. It was filmed every year over summer. Headbutt. And yeah, you literally get to watch this family sort of grow up, and you watch Ethan Hawke and Patricia Arquette. Dogs wants a hug. Yeah, headbutt. But yeah, it's really cool. So I really definitely think I saw it then in Los Angeles, but really looking forward to checking out tonight. Either that or maybe like a comedy, one of the Wayne's sons, Let's Be Cops, or Chef. Chef was a really good one too. That had bits of parts of Miami and Los Angeles, I think, and Texas. They went to a Texas barbecue. Chef is a great film too. So yeah, we'll watch one of them, and otherwise just chill out for the rest of the night. Might do some editing tonight, and getting ready for Thursday, my second last Thursday, and tomorrow's going to be a big day. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys had a good Wednesday. See you all soon. Thursday. Hey everyone, so it's Thursday here, so finished sort of teaching for the day. Thursday is a long day, 9 to 5 teaching straight, you know the drill, right? And sort of come home, and I'm really excited, seeing some mates of mine that I haven't seen in quite a while. So it's going to be lots of fun, probably getting some pizza, watching some Brooklyn, South Park, and probably playing like Smash and maybe Mario Kart. As you can see now, sort of I've got my audio mounted to the camera, so we're going to see how the projection of that goes. Still sort of, there's a lot of bigger audio and visual upgrades that'll go on next year, but you'll have to wait to check out that. Yeah, so I'm just going to be filming a little bit of an intro for the video. I sort of was editing the final solo video and then realized, you know what, I haven't really got a proper intro, so I thought, alright, I'm definitely going to be playing the 7-string just Just love it. It's so much fun. It took a little bit of a while to get used to the width on the neck, but I'll have sort of future videos talking about that sort of stuff. I got really excited because there was a package for me at the front door, and it was a big package, so I thought, yes. So I'm waiting for sort of 4 different things, and I really hope that they're here before the next 2 weeks before Christmas. And this was sort of the one that I didn't really care about when it came up. Got some new shoes. Some volleys. So I got some white ones and some red ones. They're kind of funky, but yeah, it sucks. I was just after some other packages. You guys waiting eagerly on any packages before Christmas? Yeah, let me know. But otherwise, this is Thursday, big day of teaching, and then editing, and then heading out to play some Smash and some Mario Kart. See you guys tomorrow. Friday. Hey everyone, so today was a good day. I had some teaching lessons in the morning, and then I've just been editing the last video again. You guys know about that, right? So that's all I've been doing, and I'm so happy. The program that I'm using is such a pain. It takes me so long. It's to give you an example, like if I have like a 4-minute video, right, and I have 1 minute of text that I've added up on the screen, yeah, the program's so glitchy. I keep having to reinstall it and do all that stuff, right? It's so glitchy that it takes me 20 minutes just to render that 1 bit of text. Doesn't matter if I'm editing by a proxy or if I've compressed it down any further or I'm editing from separate drives, it still has the issue. So it's unfortunately built into the program now. So I can't wait to move on from this program, Final Cut Pro. It's been such a huge pain. I'm sure that it's just my something with the program that I've got. With the system that I'm running, I'm sure it's not actually inbuilt with the program in itself, but I've wanted to make the jump to Adobe Premiere for ages now, so yeah, it just makes sense, and I got some cool discounts on that, so yeah, finally organised all of that. But yeah, so organising the final video, and every time, you know, it needs to render, come outside, normally I'll practice, hang out with the dog, do normal sort of, you know, weekly stuff, and today I thought, you know what, I feel like a little bit of a Portuguese barbecue, so getting some sort of chicken, delicious chicken cooked, and capsicums, and it's like a Nando's sauce that I got that's quite nice. It's like a barbecue, sort of a smoky sweet plum sort of a thing. Do you guys have Nando's over in America? It's like a Portuguese sort of style barbecue thing. Quite tasty, but just so expensive. Like a normal meal, like chips, drink, and chicken burger or wrap, 20 bucks. Now $20 is almost just under sort of wage for an hour, so it's like an hour's work. To put it in perspective, it's basically a huge franchise that does Portuguese chicken. So it's basically like, you know, certainly better than McDonald's or something like that, but certainly nowhere near as good as a restaurant. And if you go to a restaurant, a main's going to cost you 20. So you're paying restaurant price for a franchise. It's crazy. But yeah, so this is today. So Friday, just hanging out in the sun. It's just, yeah, it's actually really nice. Like I got really annoyed because I woke up at 6 and I was doing some editing before teaching, and I got really annoyed because I thought, far out, this is taking so long. I keep having to stop, and I'll do some practice and writing and go back to it, and that's fine. Like, but I do like just focusing on one thing, getting it done, moving on to something else. But then I thought, you know what, this is good. It gives me an excuse just to sort of hang around and relax and enjoy the day. Working both Saturday, Sunday, so this is kind of the day off for the week. So it's nice, but hope you guys have had a good Friday, and yeah, this last video will be finished today. Can't wait. I'll see you guys on the weekend. Bye. Saturday. Hey everyone, so it's Saturday. It's been a lot of fun today. I'll just show you outside and how nice the weather is. It's been really good, rather than Jess and I sort of get each other some sort of lavish presents like we normally do. We come up with a really cool idea that this year what we do is dog. Yeah, it's too hot for dog. This year what we do is we just organise a day each, so sort of like a giant date. So Jess's was today and mine's next week, so she had organised for me all this really amazing stuff where she had, oh whoops, foolishly, don't even realise I'm doing it, it's undertaking the washing. She had all this really cool stuff organised. We went out to this like rock climbing place, so that was really cool, indoor rock climbing, where you didn't need a partner to sort of pull. It was like a machine at the top, so you could just climb, and then if you had enough, or you know, you slipped, you could just fall and the machine would sort of slowly take you back down. So that was really cool, sort of rope and pulley system there, so that was pretty ace. Then we went into one of my favourite burger places, check out these burgers, so good, and a pint of cider, and then went to the beach. So it was a really lovely day, and now we're just sort of hanging around, about to watch Orange is the New Black, and great day. So got some fun stuff for Jess's date next Wednesday for her Christmas present, but we'll have to wait and see what that is. Hope you guys had a good weekend. See ya. Sunday. It's dashboard cam. Hey everyone, so it's Sunday here, as you can see. Probably blurred out my uniform if you can see the logos and stuff. But heading over to work. Beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning. The weather is absolutely stunning. Very, just looks like it's going to be a good day. You know, when you get up and you just think, yes, today is going to be good. Woke up with that this morning. Head to gym. It's still very, very early and now heading to work. And then I'm very, very lucky. A friend of mine, Claudia, she's going to cook us some Spanish food tonight. So very, very happy. My other housemate's girlfriend, Claudia, so she's going to cook us some traditional sort of Spanish food, and it's always absolutely amazing. So I cannot wait for that. But just heading to work now. But I thought, sort of left you guys hanging a little bit before when I talked about sort of houses and sort of property and stuff. And I thought I'd talk about it a little bit this week, but maybe go into greater detail next week. So in Australia, we're very, very lucky. The wage is very high. The wage is minimum wage, is about $1,000 a week. So it's about 56k. So if I ever sort of say 56k or minimum wage, I'm talking about $1,000 a week for most sort of entry-level occupation. Even though that seems like a whole lot of money, and $1,000 it is. The problem is in Australia is the cost of living is so ridiculously high. It's crazy. Not so much basic foods and essentials. They're fine. Like if I get like that giant steak, like you guys see me cooking on the barbecue. If I get one of those, like a huge steak, right? Maybe that's $12. Okay, so maybe half an hour's work, right? If I get something like that, giant steak, that's probably enough for me eating well, certainly not skimping, for like 10 meals. Mix in 2 kilos of vegetables. That's maybe $5, $6. So you add it up, $18 equals 10 meals. So really, food isn't the problem. The biggest problem, and it's not so much petrol. Like I was actually really surprised when I was over in America. Petrol or gas, it's so expensive, crazy expensive over there. Petrol's actually not too bad either. The biggest problem in Australia is houses, the housing market. It is ridiculous. They've done all these studies and worked out all these statistics that basically the average age for someone to pay off their house, and I'm not talking a mansion, I'm talking just like a 3-bedroom, run-of-the-mill suburb house, not even close to the city, just run-of-the-mill, right? Not even, fantastic, not even like double-story, just run-of-the-mill, 3-bedroom house. Those houses are going for $1 million. And so what's meaning is that the average sort of mortgage will be paid off by the time people are 70. So you will work your entire life to pay off these 4 walls, and then once you've done that, the average sort of lifespan for males in Australia is now under 80. I think it's like 78 or something like that. So just think about it, right? You've worked your entire life to pay off 4 walls and a roof, and you can finally relax at 70, but you've only got a couple of years and then you're going to die. It's pretty crap, isn't it? It's really, really bad. So the problem is, I can't see this changing anytime soon and us sort of going into a recession, because the problem is so many people from outside of the country are coming in and even just doing it by phone these days and are buying property. And case in point, there was a friend of mine who he's sort of someone he works with, a couple. They went to buy a house, again, run-of-the-mill house, not even in a really nice area, and it was going to cost them, I think it was $800,000, right? They had the deposit, they were all ready to go, all ready to buy it, and then, they were going to sign the papers the next day. The real estate was happy, the owners were really happy that they were buying from. Everything was working out really well. And then an overseas investor called up and said, I'm going to pay $1.4 million. Who is going to compete with an extra $600,000, almost double? How is a regular family going to compete with that when you've got someone just blowing your offer out of the water? Obviously, the family that's selling the house is going to take an extra $600,000. I would, unless it was I actually, promised, and it was like relatives, and it was like a blood oath or something. An extra $600,000. That's crazy. So the problem is the market is just nuts at the moment, and so it's a bit sad because the problem is in Australia as well. It's a real shame that teachers don't really make a lot of money. They certainly don't make anywhere near as much as they should. And yes, they'd still be earning like, the minimum wage, sort of 56, maybe I think up to 55 maybe for teachers. I mean, there's many different types of teachers. Let's just say between 56 and like 62, okay? So they do make that much money a year, and in Australia we have sort of 4 terms, and each term is like 10 weeks long roundabout, and then, you know, between each term there's like 2 weeks off, so teachers get, you know, those 6 weeks off a year between terms, and then at the end of the year our schools sort of finish a week before Christmas. They don't go back till sort of the end of January, so again there's another month off. So you could sort of work it out to be, yes, like they do have, you know, all this time off a year, but it's not really time off, because they're even if they're at home, you know, they're still planning for the following terms, and, you know, even if their teaching is only sort of 9 till 3:30, they're still staying back and grading, or they're going home and, you know, they don't finish working till 7. So it's still like 10-12 hour days every day. It's still a hell of a lot of work, and I only know this because my mum and sister and a lot of my family members have all happened to be teachers. So it's just crazy. So teaching isn't really paid anywhere near as much as it should. So is people in the health industry, and definitely anyone in the creative industry. It's terrible. Every year they slash budgets of music. I think the last couple of years, every year they've cut it by 100 million. It's absolutely ridiculous. So the problem is, if you wanted to be like a music teacher at like a TAFE is sort of like university level. If you wanted to be, you know, a music teacher at a TAFE, right? This stupid system is the school that I went to, or the university I should say, that I got my degree from. They're into this horrible system where the teacher only gets paid per amount of students go to class. What does that mean? That doesn't mean like the teacher didn't spend any less time preparing the lessons, or the teacher didn't spend any less time when they studied for their degree. It's the stupidest thing in the world, and that's what it's, you know, it's sort of becoming at the moment. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy to think that, let's say there's like a huge rock festival and it's on a Friday night, so everyone takes Friday off. So all the teachers that happen to teach on Fridays, they're going to have less students and they get paid less. How is that their fault? It's the stupidest system in the world. So I thought sort of next week we'd go into greater depth about sort of housing and sort of different options that people have at the moment. But yeah, just sort of a taste of what's sort of going on. But sorry for that sort of being a little bit of a negative Nancy for a while, but just, yeah, sometimes when I think of, you know, I'm sort of late 20s, so I need to start thinking about sort of, you know, where my life wants to go, and planning and the future and houses and renting and all that stuff, so just sort of thinking about this stuff at the moment. But otherwise, guys, hope you had a great weekend. It's so much fun doing all these videos. I love doing these videos. And I'll see you guys next week.